Hi there, everyone. Danielle Turner here from Velvet Pumpkin Productions, and I'm talking with Jeremy Colwell, Managing Director of CPG Systems, Vancouver's and my personal favorite IT, computer support, cloud service company. How are you doing today, Jeremy?
I'm awesome today. Thanks, Danielle. How are you?
Well, I'm great under the circumstances, considering it's sunny outside. We should be outside playing. But instead, we got to talk some IT talk. I've grabbed you for a reason. I have a very concerning question for you
Yep.
that I'm hoping you can share with me and with our audience here. And I want to know, what are some special concerns about security while we've got our employees working all remotely now? They're using wireless equipment. What concerns do we need to have regarding security in that regard?
There's a lot of concerns in that area. There's a lot going on right now. The interesting part is that the hackers, the bad actors, and in cybersecurity terms, the bad guys are called bad actors,
Oh,
which has nothing to do with William Shatner.
okay.
Uh, it's all about the label that somebody gave them a few years ago. So the bad actors are taking advantage of the current social distancing and that whole situation. They're taking it as an invitation to step up their game, and they're doing that. They're doing a lot of it. So there's a lot of concerns. The number one thing, if somebody's using wireless, don't use uh, don't use Wi-Fi from like McDonald's. Like, don't sit in your car and surf the internet off of the McDonald's Wi-Fi from the parking lot. Don't sit outside Starbucks and try to bump off of their internet. Just use your home internet. Um, and of course, the other big thing is some common security uh, precautions are necessary that some companies maybe aren't doing as much as they could or as much as they should. Things like using a VPN instead of having remote desktop enabled directly against the internet. Close that hole. Remote desktop became a huge target several years back. I mean, there's entire robot computer farms that are dedicated to doing nothing but trying to find remote desktop machines so they can just start hammering with password guessing algorithms. And so if you've got exposed remote desktop on the internet, frankly, you might as well just, take a picture of your SIN number and post it on Facebook, because you're going to get compromised eventually.
Oh
So
dear.
make sure that you're using a VPN. That
Now,
will protect you.
can I interrupt for just a quick
Of
second?
course.
Some of us might not know what a VPN is, so can you give us a quick little synopsis on what that's all about?
Yeah, so virtual private network, or VPN. And basically what that does is that creates kind of like an encrypted tunnel across the internet between your computer and the firewall at your office. So all the communication that goes from your computer to the office network is going through this tunnel, which snakes across the internet. And so you can think of it as kind of like passing a hose through a water main. If you put colored water in the hose, then that colored water is not going to affect anybody else. Nobody can see the colored water because it's going through that protective channel of the hose. Same thing with a VPN. It's a connection from one computer to another device, and all the communication that passes between them is encrypted in such a way that nobody can see it. So you connect to the office network using the VPN, and then you can use something like remote desktop. You're getting past that vulnerability of having remote desktop exposed to the internet, because you're simply making a point to site connection with the VPN. Then once you've done that, you've already proven who you are, then you can do some other stuff inside the network. So that's a great way to make sure that you're staying secure when you're working remotely. You can also use other tools like LogMeIn Pro, which comes with two-factor authentication. And there's a few different remote access tools that have two-factor authentication, which is also a great way to make sure that everything's staying secure.
That's fantastic. So there you go, guys. If you want to get secure using your wireless devices and your wireless equipment, and you might need some help getting that all set up because it sounds pretty techy to me, but it's never techy to Jeremy. And so you got to give CPG Systems a call. They're always there ready to help. And you can reach them through this phone number, 604-336-8133. Check them out and you'll see why CPG Systems is my favorite team. I go to them all the time. And thank you for watching. And thanks, Jeremy, for sharing that very important information.
Thank you, Danielle. Have a great day.
Thank you.
See you soon.